Yo, yo, yo. Merry Christmas, everybody, once again. As promised, I have something very special, at least to me. I have an episode of NBA Inside Stuff. Or as it's shown here, NBA or Inside Stuff, but I always call it NBA Inside Stuff. This is from March 11th, 1995. The quality is going to be a little iffy, but I mean, this is what it looked like back in 95. So all of you all who were hanging out and watching basketball content back then, I believe this was on NBC. Well, this is going to bring you right back home. So I figured this would be a cool thing for Christmas. I'm sure this is going to get demonetized. The question is, will it get blocked? Hopefully not. But if you do see like some segments or something, some chunks out of it, it's only so I can get it out there without it being globally blocked. But I really do want to get this out there for you guys for Christmas evening. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas day so far, and hopefully it's still going for you. Whenever you're watching this, whether it's right when it drops or it's like later before you go to sleep, hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you're continuing to do so. And happy holidays to all of you who don't celebrate. Whatever it is, I hope you had a good day, a good peaceful day. Without further ado, I'm going to link the original video down below, as I always do. This is from a channel called Entertainment Goes Pop TV. I've never heard of it before, but I'm linking the original video down in the description for you guys if you want to check out that channel. And everybody else, please leave the video a like. It doesn't really matter on this one because it's probably, it might get blocked, but I still appreciate it. It gets it out there. And I think there's probably a lot of people out there who are like us and miss this kind of just happy basketball content. Nowadays, there's so much negativity and fighting and debating going on. I miss programs like this where it was just good fun, humorous, and it was just celebrating basketball. Ahmad Rashad, he's a real one. All right, everyone, let's do this.
Hey, I've seen this before.
Vladdy.
Oh.
Hey, Vladdy, those are mine.
Rambo.
Ah, that's better.
Now on NBA Inside Stuff.
With a trailing Johnson alley-oop.
Larry Johnson's pumped up, and he has a message for the rest of the league.
Sean, come get some of this, DC.
We'll take a special look at the legacy of NBA greatness. And Kurt Rambis is back in LA, and he couldn't be happier.
That makes the whole show as far as I'm concerned.
Check this out. They got a score here. Alley-oop to Hill. Oh, boy!
I didn't know that bowling was so easy, man.
The Kembe.
Rewind. Get him off the block. Break the defense. Push
Paul
him.
Westfall.
It's in the hole.
I'm looking buff on Inside Stuff. NBA Inside Stuff. You gotta love it.
Kev.
I love this game.
Willow Bay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this was a great duo right here.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ahmad Rashad.
And I'm Willow Bay. Everyone has been asking the question. Everyone. Is he coming back? Rumors are flying about the possible return of Michael Jordan.
Now, the speculation started this week when he left the Chicago White Sox minor league training camp and worked out with his former team, the Bulls. Now,
Okay, I think I couldn't find any of these. I just randomly picked this one, and holy crap! I think they're going to be covered. They're going to be covering the rumors of MJ returning. This is perfect.
White Sox minor league training camp and worked out with his former team, the Bulls. Now, let me say right here, he has done that many times in the past. He also worked out with the Warriors. But while nothing's official yet, there are growing signs that after a year and a half away from basketball, Air Jordan is once again ready to take off.
That's crazy. I remember watching that it was a show, and I think it was Ahmad who did the show, and he was talking to Run TMC, the three of them, about this, and they mentioned the Jordan training with them thing. But here it was. I never heard about this back then.
When Michael Jordan retired in October 1993, he said he just wanted to sit and watch the grass grow. But it wasn't long before he was playing on the outfield grass as he pursued a baseball career in the Chicago White Sox organization. This week, Jordan cleaned out his baseball locker in Florida and began practicing at the Bulls training facility, fueling the speculation that he was on the verge of a comeback.
It's a reality, but it's still not a reality. So we're just not pinning any hopes, or we're not trying to, throw up a balloon or a kite that's not ready to fly.
Maybe. Wow, guys, do you remember this? Like, this was so hype.
Just getting the urge to play again. I mean, I think he's going to let us know soon.
As of today, the economy has produced 6.1 million jobs since I became president. And if Michael Jordan goes back to the Bulls, it'll be 6,100,001 new jobs.
It was obvious Jordan hadn't lost his basketball skills when he played in a charity game last fall and scored 52 points. At the time, I asked him about a possible return to the NBA. So for all the basketball fans, the door is not shut yet, but it's on.
Okay, so this is September 9th, 1994. This is great.
In a way, it's not shut. You never can shut the door on anything, because anything can happen in this world. So it is a tiny, 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 tiny crack. Just real tiny.
At my count, that was a total of 9 tinies, but you'll notice the door never did close completely, and now it's open quite a bit wider. What would also be wide open should he return is the NBA playoff picture. A Bulls team led by Michael Jordan could make a serious run at their 4th NBA title.
Last season, injuries slowed down one of the NBA's fastest rising stars, the Charlotte Hornets' Larry Johnson. He spent the summer working to rehab a serious back problem, but now he's the LJ of old, which is great news for the Hornets and bad news for the rest of the NBA. Were there times when you thought, I was the first pick in the draft, I was Rookie of the Year, I'm an all-star, I've played on Dream Team 2, maybe this is it?
Whoa, dude, they're playing Stone Temple Pilots in the background here? That's bad news for me, but that's awesome, dude. A basketball program with STP?
Maybe I've come to the end of the road. No, you never doubted?
No, not me. In the road for me? No.
Grandmama?
No. There's got to be something more than a herniated disc for LJ.
Basketball was mainly on his mind this year. He came back with vengeance. I mean, he just came out here with the attitude that, hey, I'm not thinking about any of that other stuff. I'm just here to play basketball.
He's shooting the ball from the three-point line a whole lot better. He's passing the ball extremely well. He's the second best passer on that team, and he's a great contributor. So he was able to explore other parts of his game. I think it's made him an even better player.
Johnson, the only player in the league averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and shooting 50% from the field and 80% from the line.
It's just amazing.
Basically, for a year,
this team was awesome. That trio between Muggsy, Larry Johnson, and Alonzo, that was ridiculous. At some point, they had Del Curry over there too, I think, right? I didn't pay too much attention to him back then.
Dogged with this question of, can he make it back? Can he be LJ again?
My friend was saying, it's just a test of your character. You was on a high horse since you've been playing basketball and you got knocked off that high horse, and how are you going to respond now? Anybody can be a front runner or always great and fun and happy-go-lucky when everything is good, but it's the man who can, get knocked down and got to get back up. And I always thought that the most thing that was going to happen to me during the season was a
sprained ankle or something?
Ankle. I always had trouble with my finger, that type of thing. Nothing as serious as missing games. That was my first time I ever missed basketball games since I started playing in junior high school.
Junior high school.
That
is incredible.
That I've missed basketball games. But,
wow.
As you go through life, you're going to have obstacles. And I like to think I'm a better person, better basketball player, and a better man from it.
Boy, he's looking like an all.
All right, I'm just going to warn you guys right now. There's so much copyrighted music on this that, like I said, it's going to get demonetized, but I'm going to do my best to just somehow get it out there so it's not blocked. So if you guys hear some audio glitches or anything like that, just know I did my best, okay?
Start tonight, Johnson really showing some moves and some outside shots.
2 of your big assets, your power and your confidence. Are they both back?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he came back with a jump shot, too.
Because of the injury, When I first came back from the injury, I didn't have my power. So I moved my game to the outside. That's fine. If you want to say that, fine. I don't. I like to think because of my 3-4 years in the league that I was bound to move my game to the perimeter. I'm getting doubled in the post. I got to find shots from elsewhere. So, you know, if I'm getting doubled in the post, I got to move out 11, 13 feet from the basket and try to work from there. You saw me against New York.
Yeah, that was quite a shot against New York.
Here goes right at Mason and fires
that was a ball.
And hit. And that is a career high for Larry Johnson, 39 points.
Nice.
You and I
Welcome
last
back.
talked. Now, it's been a while since you and I sat down for a good long heart-to-heart talk. When I asked you what you wanted, when I asked you what you wanted way back when, you said you wanted to be Rookie of the Year. Well, you went and did that. So now, so many years later, you are now a wise veteran in the NBA. Now, when you look at the future, what do you want?
Team-wise, no question, I want to win a title. And this will, you know, I want to be MVP. And realistically, you know, I got some mountains to climb. One by the name of Akeem Olajuwon, you know. But that's fine. You know, I got Big Shaq. That's fine. I'll climb the mountain sooner or later.
Larry and the Hornets have climbed at least one mountain. They're back to being one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. And
I love how he didn't even hesitate. He was just like, want to win a championship.
They are the leaders in the Central Division. You know, for Larry, who really was the heart and the spirit of that team, it was really tough to figure out, you know, how do you contribute that from the bench? But it's really neat now because the fun is back in it for him.
And he's back. He's great. He shows you that great players, no matter how good you are when you come in the league, you got to get better, and he has gotten better, which is frightening.
You hear that from Ahmad, by the way? It's true. Your game has to adapt and evolve throughout the career. You're going to go through injuries. You're going to get older. Your athleticism is going to go down. You got to get smarter. You got to change your game. And Ahmad's been around MJ so often. He knows what's up.
The Hornets were off last night, but the team chasing them in the Central, the Pacers, had a big road test in Phoenix. It was one of 11 games around the NBA.
In Chicago, Michael wasn't there yet, but Scotty and the rest of the Bulls were as they beat the Cavs.
By the way, I've referred to this so many times, this right here, because this was real. You know, Pippen was asking him to come back. And I remember watching this live, and I was just like, holy crap, is this going to happen? You know, because I believe it was right after this that, you know, the reports started coming that MJ was showing up to the practice facility. And I'm like, holy crap, it's real. Did I think he was going to win 3 more rings? No way. No way. But just the idea to get to watch the greatest play more, because he was already the greatest by that point in my books, just to get to watch him play more, I was so excited. I was ecstatic. And it was, might as well have been a Christmas present back then, or a birthday present back then, to have my favorite athlete of all time back in the game.
Chicago, Michael wasn't there yet, but Scotty and the rest of the Bulls were as they beat the Cavs by 23.
Oh, Scotty with a
by 23, huh? Yeah, they really struggled that year. 94, 95, they really, really struggled. Until Jordan came back, then they were pretty good.
Hardaway was doing it all as usual for the Magic, and Orlando burned the Blazers and became the first team to clinch a playoff berth.
Damn, look at that. Yeah, Penny and Shaq duo, that was my favorite at that time because Jordan was gone. Penny was my favorite individual player at that point.
The one that brings them out of their seats.
In the battle for the last playoff spot in the East, the Nets take a half-game lead over the Celtics with a 30-point win.
Kenny Anderson has it 3-on-2.
Kenny Anderson, nice pass.
Great way to move. You gotta love it.
The Spurs win their 10th game out of the last 11, led by the Admirals' 33 points. And another strong game from Avery Johnson.
Out to Avery, one-on-one against Barrows. The spinning move.
Yeah, there goes that general.
The Pacers move within 1 game of the Hornets in the Central Division with this win in Phoenix.
Interference, Derek left-handed.
Not my Suns.
And here are the rest of the scores from Friday night, including
Denver beat Detroit, Lakers lost to Minnesota. 90, Lakers were not that
Atlanta's
great at that point at all.
27-point victory over the Knicks. And Utah.
Atlanta beat the Knicks. This is just fun, man. Milwaukee beat Washington. That was a bad game back then.
Win over Sacramento, extending the Jazz winning streak to
Sacramento lost to Utah. Sounds right. Sorry, Kings in chat. Clippers beat Golden State by a lot. 121 points for the Clippers. Wow.
7 games.
I want the inside stuff.
Wow.
Coming up in Jam Session, the top slams of the week get a musical assist from Tony Bennett.
Look at the big guy on the floor. Behind the back. Oh, yeah.
Then we'll take a look at
You guys ever heard Tony Bennett's music? That brings me back.
The NBA's all-time.
Like, not like I grew up with it, but I had a buddy who listened to quite a bit of Tony Bennett in high school.
Greats have influenced the up-and-coming stars of today.
I would love to be an ambassador to the game and sort of follow in their footsteps.
Now that's the inside.
Grant Hill was supposed to. That was supposed to be his job. But stupid injuries, man.
Stuff.
NBA Inside.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it was recorded on a VHS. Those of you who don't know, we couldn't do things like I'm doing right now, which is like OBS recording my screen. No, you needed a VCR player and a blank VCR, a VHS tape. And this is what the blue screen looks like.
The inside stuff.
NBA Inside.
There it is.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
That's how you cut out commercials.
Powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Yeah, those of you who don't believe me that Eddie Jones was a star.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's
Clark Kent in the ball game.
Yep, you guessed it. Kurt Rambis is back.
Rambo.
And for another tour of duty with the Lakers, but recently Kurt took another kind of tour when he and his teammate, Vlade Divac, hooked up with our correspondent Trudy Smith and showed her around L.A.
Well, Trudy's from Australia, so there's a lot she wanted to see in Los Angeles. But instead of going to the usual tourist spots, Kurt and Vlade took her to one of the strangest places in town, Melrose Avenue.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. This is Trudy coming to you today from L.A. Now, boy, this is one big city. I have one little problem. I really don't know how I'm going to get around. I had no... excuse me? Who are you?
Good Lord.
This is probably the weirder part of Los Angeles. Hanging out on Melrose.
This is a place where my wife goes.
That's exactly what I meant. One of the weirder places of Los Angeles.
Look at the height difference here.
Hey, guys, come in here. Come in here. They got some cool stuff in here.
That's a funky song. If you guys can hear the song, is this Peter Gabriel? I think it is.
There's goldfish in it.
Trudy, we find something for you. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Kurt, the hair's blue.
Yeah, but it matches the little furry thing on her waist.
Kurt was a Laker during the Showtime era, and now that he's back, he and Vlade are helping to make them contenders again.
Feels great. The fans cheering for you. You couldn't ask for a better response in a home crowd like that. It gives you goosebumps just thinking about playing in front of a crowd.
There is Rambis, who still has some points left.
I can't imagine anybody that's ever played the game of basketball not wanting to be out there on the floor. I don't care how old you get.
You help me to become a better player. And when he's next to me, I feel better. And every time when I make a mistake, he comes to me and tell me, what I have to do to get better.
I'm pretty sure everybody he played for loved him. We loved him here in Phoenix, too, when he was here. Hardest worker on the court.
Thanks a lot.
We didn't call him Rambo for nothing. Johnny Rockets.
L.A. This is my town.
And we didn't have Johnny Rockets here back then.
Hey, Kurt, I'm over here. Kurt! He can't see me. He's perfect. The fans would love them. Let's have a look. Wow. Now that's cool.
I love L.A.
Put a piece of tape right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
L.A.
This is Kurt's third stint with the Lakers, and every time he comes back, someone has taken his old uniform number. He's now number 18, which he got by adding together the ages of his 3 children.
Nice.
If I added together the ages of my 3 children, I'd be 77 years old. In Rewind, we'll show you a couple of fans who ended up in some hot water. Sir Charles wasn't in hot water, but...
Okay, back then, if you all remember The Cosby Show, Mrs. Cosby is the actress, is his wife. Are they still married? I really wonder. But I always thought it was funny back then because we all loved Mrs. Cosby.
Was pretty steamed. While the hottest guy of all was Dennis Scott, who burned the Hawks, plus the incredible unicycle jam, the downhill mascot stairway ride, and the player who literally got faked out of his shoes in this edition of Rewind. How does he know what he's clapping about? Friday, if anyone sees Dwayne Farrell's shoe, please bring it to the Lost and Found.
Oh, man.
And look what Billy Owens found as he knocks it in just the way he planned it.
Oh, sick.
Meanwhile, shoeless Dwayne is still playing tough D, and speaking of D, it's a strip by D. Brown. And while sitting down, he finds Sherman Douglas. No, it's not. A scene from Three Stooges as he gets to the X-Men.
Oh, what a pass.
And now, Dwayne's got the shoe and the box on Chris Webber.
Good
Saturday,
Lord, man.
Best seat in the house.
The ref's got to just shut it down. By the way, you guys see what I mean? If you guys have never seen this before, like, this is what basketball was. It was a celebration. We were all happy. It was great. Now everyone is just like so angry all the time.
Courtside jacuzzi. In fact, why even bother watching the game? Especially when you can check out one of my favorite mascots, the Jazz Bear. Hey, just watch that too late.
Oh.
But he still comes up dancing just like my man John
Damn,
Lucas.
man,
John,
what a recovery.
Get down, baby.
Look at the dance by John Lucas.
Shot of the year. Well, okay, I guess I always say that. A Wisconsin high school, the inbound pass goes right in the hoop. Sunday, Charles didn't mind KJ getting his rebound, but he did want to set the record straight. Take it away, Charles.
They keep showing the stats that San Antonio got the best record since December the 10th. You tell them the season started in November, and we got the best record.
Who do I look like, a messenger?
Dude, KJ doing a Charles Barkley impression? Fantastic.
Charles didn't mind KJ getting his rebound,
yeah,
but he did
my
want
rebound.
to set the record
He's going to
straight.
throw his elbow. That's so funny. That's so funny.
A penny saved is a penny earned.
And
the
penny
guy
we
who saved
trust.
the game was Dennis Scott.
Crossover. Leads in for three.
Oh, what a shot.
With what?
D3.
Monday, you do whatever you can to give the team a lift. She rolls to the hoop and throws it down, but whatever you do, just don't leave her hanging. That's a technical.
Oh, wow.
Tuesday, Nuggets announcer Scott Hastings has spent too many long nights on the road this season.
Okay, that was a cover.
With this three, Dominique Wilkins became just the 9th player in NBA history to reach the 25,000-point mark.
Dominique.
Walt Williams shows
Hey, man, he looked like he was in good shape there still, yeah. Yeah, Dominique was looking good, man.
25,000-point mark.
Congrats, man.
Walt Williams shows why he's the wizard doing his curling heel routine. Comes up with it, gets it to Brian Grant, who finishes in style.
Oh, my.
Wednesday, slick Nick Van Exel cuts between two guys
Nick the Quick
at the buzzer.
What a shot.
Thursday, just a half a second left, but it's plenty of time for the Spurs to somehow find Sean Elliott alone. Underneath for the win, and their mascot is ready for his post-game meal. The Cavs not only lost that game, they have lost...
What? Oh, okay. I got you, Wiley.
Meal.
Okay.
The Cavs not only lost that game, they have lost some key players to injuries this year. Mark Price, Brad Daugherty, and Gerald Wilkins, just to name a few. They needed some help from somewhere, so they went out and signed veteran Fred Roberts to a 10-day contract. Fred said he'll have no problem adjusting to the Cavs' deliberate, slow-paced offense. Actually, he said that at age 34, slow is about the only pace he can still play. We'll be back with more stuff right after this.
Rewind is brought to you by Sprite. Image is nothing.
I forgot how
Thirst
good
is
that all the
everything.
music is
Obey
during
your
these shows.
thirst. Sprite.
See, I don't get to smile a lot when I'm watching modern basketball media. I'm smiling like crazy over here though, watching this. Unless it's NBA inside stuff, they still get it. I'm appreciative for that.
Perfect player. I guess the rise of Michael Jordan, the physical skills of Shaq.
Here is Shaq, baby.
A jump shot like Bird.
Yeah, good.
And a handle like Magic. You got the best player ever, I guess.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
Tomorrow, there's a great matchup here on NBC. It's Shaq against the Admiral as the Magic host the Spurs. But stay tuned right after the game for an NBA special called Champions and Challengers. And guess who it's hosted by?
I will be hosting that show. It's a look at how some of the league's tradition has been passed on to the stars of today, from the Big O to Penny to Wilt to Shaq. There are common bonds between each generation of the NBA.
No doubt in my mind that Shaquille will be
the heck,
in that
another Stone
class
Temple
of
Pilots song.
Wilt and Kareem in time.
The NBA's young stars are creating their own legacies each time they take the court. But their memories of the greats who preceded them provide a source of inspiration and a sense of how far the game has come.
Dr. J, to me, was the NBA. And I just remember him dunking on everybody. Just so spectacular, so graceful. You never thought there'd be somebody else who would take it to another level.
I guess it's crazy because it was a perfect handoff between Dr. J to Michael Jordan. Dr. J was on his way out. MJ was on the rise. And we just haven't had that perfect handoff. We're still waiting 20 some odd years later for somebody else to rise up and bring the game up to a new level. Kobe tried, but he came just short. He came short of the previous level. Good attempt. But we need somebody to come in and go above Jordan's level now. I'm still waiting. I'm not dead yet.
I never had those visions if I hadn't have seen Dr. J in his time. Right then, your creativity starts to move and enhance in that artistic talent that you have.
Through the years, the torch has been passed as legends like Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson paved the way for one of today's premier point guards, Penny Hardaway.
You talk about James the Magic Johnson in the open court. What a sensational pass.
Man,
he has great vision.
I loved Penny.
So he can see over the defense, where the little guard can't do that. That's what made Oscar great, made me what I was, and it's going to make him what Anthony Hardaway's going to be.
Oh, boy, tremendous court awareness.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll leave an impression that, I really knew how to win. And, won games for the Magic just like a Magic Johnson or Oscar. Even though they were great players, they were known for winning. And that's what I want to be known for.
Man, Penny, I'll tell you what, it didn't happen the way you wanted it to, but I'll never forget. I'll never forget. You're one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. Straight up. It just didn't work out, man. Injuries suck.
Coach Pat Riley, who coached Johnson with the Lakers, paid Penny the ultimate compliment. He said he's the closest thing he has ever seen to Magic. Now, they've got a lot of stars in the show. Grant Hill is one of them, which is, it puts so much pressure on him to say that he's like Julius and Michael Jordan.
Julius, who he grew up admiring.
And when you got that much talent, though, you got to be compared to somebody.
Well, absolutely. See that, Grant?
Yes. Now, it is time for our Jams of the Week with a song called Shakin' the Blues Away.
I love this song.
You do?
Yeah.
The artist is making his Inside Stuff debut, so we should have a drum roll, but we don't.
Don't strike me too hard. Tony
Not
Bennett.
the one who plays in Charlotte, who can't sing at all, but the one who left his heart in San Francisco. Here he is in Jam Session.
All right, guys. Hopefully the music section stays in. Hopefully it does. No promises, YouTube. Please be gentle.
No luck, wraparound pass. Underneath, Grant slam, shaking the blues.
But if you can't hear the music, you'll know why.
If you are blue, it's easy to shake off the dust and trouble.
Shake it. Nice. Wait, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Gear, Midway, Acclaim. This has to be NBA Jam.
In Shaq's 3 years, he's beaten every team except the Spurs. Last week, they came close. Now he faces Mr. Robinson again. Sunday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
What a good game. Sunday. That's a Sunday game on NBC, too. How perfect. Basketball.
Remember we told you that Earl Lloyd was known as the Big Cat?
Yes, great nickname.
That's
Big
right.
Cat.
Well, Bob Coffman was nicknamed Horse. He played 7 years in the NBA, and though he retired about 20 years ago, basketball is still a daily part of his life.
Bob's daughters have followed in his footsteps.
Nice.
Carrie plays college ball at Duke, and Joanna plays at Georgia Tech, where she's coached by her sister, Laura. While Dad perfected their games by competing against each other, not to mention a few tips from Dad.
I have to say they're
Look at those
extremely
shots drilling.
close as sisters. They're their own best friends as well as sisters, but they really want to win. There's another player out there. They're going to block them out just as hard. There's no solace given just because you're a blood relative.
No, straight up, no one will play you harder than your own family. It's a perfect situation to just, yeah. That's the best practice and training you can do is against your siblings. They're going to play you so tough.
Put your man behind your back.
When we get into a head-to-head situation, all of us, whether it's Carrie and I or Joanna and Carrie, are bound and determined that we're going to stop each other.
When Duke plays Georgia Tech, it's a family feud, pitting two Coffmans against one.
It just gets really exciting when I get to play against, Georgia Tech, because I can always look forward to playing someone in the Coffman family. Now I get to play against two of them.
As the coach for Tech, Laura tries not to give any special treatment to Joanna.
She knows what she's talking about. I think she's done a really good job of, being the coach and not the sister. So I sat down and talked with her myself, and I said, look, we've got certain aspects of a relationship we have to respect now. There's a coach-player on the court. It's sister-sister off the court, and we have to work together on this.
Sister.
As for Bob, he has mixed emotions anytime his daughters swear off.
The music.
When they play each other, it makes me a physical wreck or emotional wreck more, to a large degree. I want each
This is Hootie and a freaking Blowfish. Hootie,
to win. That's totally impossible.
Man, I sure hope you guys can hear the music, or else it's going to sound ridiculous. Y'all going to think I'm crazy if you don't already.
Basket right there.
We can all see how excited he is when he comes to the games, and he was always there at every game, as was my mom.
I'm proud of basketball and I'm proud of academics, but I'm most proud of their work commitment and their good attitudes with each other.
And of course, Bob's wife, Judy, well, she also played basketball, and I guess her high school record was 32-0. And their youngest daughter, Kate, is, of course, also playing basketball. She's only 11, but they think she's going to be very tall because she has a size 11 shoe.
I remember Bob Coffman. I was a big fan of his when he played in Seattle. I was growing up in Tacoma.
And strong genes.
Yes, that's right. Big jeans, too. He's
Right, exactly.
15 or something.
Daughters are right up there.
That's our show for today. Next week on Inside Stuff, I'll tell you about the new look in Washington as Jawan Howard brings his own unique style to the Bullets.
Alley-oop, Howard stuffs it down.
The table's going to change. We're going to be kicking butt soon. People are going to be saying Washington Bullets.
So the Big Cat and I will see you right here on NBA Inside Stuff next week.
So long, everybody.
The Big
You
Cat.
like the nickname so much.
Great.
It works, too.
Hotel accommodations furnished to NBA Inside Stuff by ITT Sheraton. ITT Sheraton. Our world revolves around you.
That's going to do it, you guys. Man, well, how cool. We used to get this show every single week, and they'd go around just talking to NBA players, talking to the teams, hanging out, having fun. And us as the viewers, we'd get an awesome show to look forward to every week. Well, happy holidays, everyone. I hope this video gets out to you all well. I hope YouTube doesn't try to cut it up too hard. But I think I might be okay. But happy holidays, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I knew I was going to enjoy this, but honestly, this was so much more enjoyable than I even considered would happen. The whole Jordan coming back thing was really, really cool. And yeah, I got nothing negative to say, nor should I. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Spread some joy to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones. Be good to your people, as we always say here. And I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks for supporting the channel, everybody. Like, it really means the world to me. Thank you. I'm having a blast. All right. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Peace out.